Have you ever met someone, maybe in their late 70s or 80s, who just seems to sparkle? Their eyes are bright, their conversation flows effortlessly, and they recall details from decades ago as if it were yesterday. It's truly something to behold, isn't it? On the flip side, we've probably all seen the quiet worry in the eyes of loved ones, or perhaps even felt it ourselves. As little slips of memory start to become more frequent, that moment when a familiar name escapes you, or you walk into a room and forget why you went there. It's a painful reality, this fear of losing our mental edge, of having our vibrant inner world slowly dim. We wonder if it's inevitable, if our minds are just destined to fade with the years. But what if I told you that for some, that decline simply doesn't happen in the way we expect? What if certain individuals, even well past 75, continue to demonstrate a remarkable level of mental agility, a sharpness that truly sets them apart? There's a quiet secret among those who remain exceptionally bright. It's not just about what they don't forget, but about the specific, active skills they still possess and use every single day. These aren't just random acts of remembering. They are indicators of a brain that's still highly engaged, adaptable, and robust. In this video, we're going to uncover what these incredible skills are, why they signify an exceptionally sharp mind, and perhaps inspire us to nurture these variabilities within ourselves. And trust me, you'll want to watch right to the very end for something that just might surprise you. So, what are these skills that truly signal an exceptionally sharp mind, especially when you're past 75? Let's dive right into the first one, something you might not immediately think of, but which speaks volumes about brain health: the ability to still confidently navigate new or complex environments without relying solely on external tools. Think about it. We live in an age where our phones tell us exactly where to turn, how far it is, and even what lane to be in. While incredibly convenient, this reliance can sometimes dull our innate sense of direction, our internal GPS. But a truly sharp individual, even in their late 70s or 80s, can still visit a new town, remember landmarks, understand the flow of streets, and later, perhaps, even give you clear, concise directions without having to pull out their phone. They can recall the turn after the bakery or the street sign they saw next to the big oak tree, creating a mental map that is both vivid and accurate. This isn't just about getting from point A to B. It's about a deeply integrated cognitive function. It involves spatial reasoning, understanding relationships between objects in space, and working memory, which allows us to hold and manipulate information actively. It also taps into long-term memory, as we recall similar routes or previous experiences with navigation. When someone over 75 can still drive to a friend's new house, perhaps across town, having only been there once before, or walk through a large, unfamiliar shopping center and confidently find their way back to their car without feeling flustered or needing constant reassurances. That's a powerful sign of mental acuity. It shows their hippocampus, the part of the brain critical for memory and spatial navigation, is still firing on all cylinders. They're actively observing, processing, and retaining, rather than passively following instructions. To foster this skill, try occasionally taking a new route to a familiar place without GPS, or actively paying attention to street names and landmarks when you're a passenger. Even drawing a mental map of your day's errands can give this part of your brain a gentle, beneficial workout. It's about staying curious about your surroundings and giving your brain the chance to stretch its navigational muscles. Now, let's talk about another truly remarkable indicator of a sharp mind at any age, but especially after 75, the willingness and ability to embrace and learn new technologies. For many, the sheer pace of technological change can feel overwhelming. Smartphones become mini computers, smart TVs connect to the internet, and suddenly, everyone's talking about apps, streaming, and online banking. It's easy to feel left behind, to decide it's all too complicated, or that it's simply not for me. And honestly, that's a perfectly understandable sentiment. But the exceptionally sharp individual past 75 often exhibits a surprising delight in figuring out new gadgets, downloading a new app, or even setting up a video call with their grandkids on their own. They might ask for help, certainly, but it's always with an eager mind, a genuine desire to understand how it works, rather than a dismissive wave of the hand. This isn't just about being tech-savvy. It's a profound demonstration of cognitive flexibility and adaptability. It shows that their brain is still highly plastic, meaning it can form new neural connections and pathways. Even in later life, they are not rigid in their thinking. Instead, they approach novel challenges with curiosity and a problem-solving mindset. Think of someone over 75 who not only uses a smartphone for calls and messages but actively explores its features, perhaps discovers a new podcast, or learns how to manage their photos in the cloud, or someone who figures out how to use a smart thermostat, or navigates a new online shopping website with relative ease. This isn't trivial. It involves learning new interfaces, understanding new logical flows, and often overcoming initial frustration. The ability to persevere through that learning curve, to adapt to new ways of doing things that are fundamentally different from what they grew up with, is a hallmark of exceptional mental vitality. It means they're continually engaging their frontal lobe, which is responsible for executive functions like planning, decision-making, and problem-solving. To keep this skill sharp, don't shy away from new tech. Ask your younger relatives to show you how something works, or sign up for a local workshop on using your tablet. Even small steps, like learning one new feature on your phone each week, can keep your brain agile and open to the constant changes of the modern world. This adaptability is a powerful signal that your mind is not just preserving its past, but actively engaging with its future. Now that we've discussed how navigating new places and embracing new technologies reveal a remarkably sharp mind, let's move on to something that touches upon our everyday lives in profound ways: the ability to engage in complex problem-solving and critical thinking. This isn't just about solving a crossword puzzle, though that certainly helps keep the mind active. We're talking about the capacity to untangle real-world multi-layered challenges, situations that require more than just a quick answer. Imagine someone over 75 who can still confidently manage their household budget, perhaps even making wise financial decisions about investments or planning for future expenses, navigating tax forms, or dealing with an unexpected home repair that involves coordinating different tradespeople and understanding various options. These are not simple tasks. They require foresight, logical deduction, the ability to weigh pros and cons, and to hold multiple pieces of information in their mind simultaneously. This skill demonstrates a strong executive function, which is the brain's control center for managing tasks, regulating behavior, and solving problems. It means they can identify a problem, break it down into smaller, manageable parts, consider various solutions, anticipate potential outcomes, and then execute a plan. For example, if a family member is facing a complex medical situation, a truly sharp individual might be able to help research options, ask insightful questions of doctors, and help process the information to make informed decisions. They aren't overwhelmed by the complexity. Instead, they approach it systematically, demonstrating clarity of thought and an organized mind. This critical thinking isn't just about IQ. It's about wisdom, experience, and the continued ability to apply abstract reasoning to concrete situations. It's about being able to see the big picture while also understanding the fine details. To cultivate this, try to engage in activities that demand strategic thought, perhaps taking up a complex hobby like gardening that requires planning seasons and managing different plant needs, or volunteering for a role that involves organizing events or resources. Even something as simple as researching a significant purchase, comparing different models and reading reviews, can stimulate the parts of your brain responsible for this kind of rigorous analysis. The key is to keep challenging your mind to think deeply and strategically, rather than just accepting the first easy answer. Next, let's delve into a skill that's perhaps the most visible and immediate indicator of a sharp mind: maintaining fluid conversation. Possessing a rich vocabulary and effortlessly recalling specific details from your past and the world around you. When you're speaking with someone over 75 and their conversation flows naturally, without hesitant pauses to search for words, without getting sidetracked or losing their train of thought, it's truly impressive. They can tell a story, remembering names, dates, and vivid descriptions, keeping listeners engaged. Their vocabulary is expansive, allowing them to express nuanced ideas with precision and clarity. They might effortlessly switch between topics, weaving together current events with historical anecdotes, or connecting abstract concepts to personal experiences, all while maintaining a coherent narrative. This isn't merely about having a good memory. It's about the seamless integration of various cognitive functions. It involves rapid word retrieval from your mental lexicon, the ability to organize thoughts logically, which draws on executive function, and robust episodic memory, the recall of specific events, including their context and emotion. It also signifies strong semantic memory, which is your general knowledge of facts, concepts, and vocabulary. When someone can easily recall the name of an old friend, a specific date from their youth, or the details of a news story they read yesterday, it indicates that their neural pathways for memory access are still remarkably efficient. Furthermore, the ability to actively listen, process what another person is saying, and then formulate a relevant, insightful, and articulate response without losing the thread of the conversation shows exceptional cognitive processing speed and sustained attention. To nurture this vital skill, simply keep talking. Engage in stimulating conversations with family and friends. Read widely, newspapers, books, magazines, and challenge yourself to learn new words regularly. Even recounting your day in detail to a loved one, or trying to explain a complex topic to someone, can be a fantastic mental workout. These everyday interactions are not just social niceties. They are crucial exercises that keep your brain's communication and memory centers vibrant and highly functional, ensuring your mind remains a treasure trove of stories and wisdom. And now, for the final skill, one that might truly surprise you with its profound connection to brain sharpness. Especially after 75, the continued precision and dexterity in your fine motor skills. Often seen in engaging with intricate hobbies, many of us might think of mental sharpness as purely about thinking and memory. But the truth is, the brain and body are intimately connected. When someone in their late 70s or 80s can still thread a needle with ease, play a musical instrument with fluidity, continue with intricate knitting or crochet patterns, paint detailed landscapes, or even manage a complex gardening task involving careful pruning or planting small seeds, it's a powerful testament to their neurological health. These aren't just hobbies. They are complex tasks that require a seamless, continuous feedback loop between the brain and the hands. This kind of precision demands exceptional hand-eye coordination, sustained focus, and the delicate control of small muscle movements. It involves the motor cortex of the brain, which plans and executes movements. But it also heavily relies on sensory input, memory remembering patterns or techniques, and problem-solving adjusting for mistakes or challenges. Think about a skilled woodworker, still able to carve intricate details, or someone who can still write beautiful, legible cursive letters without tremor. These activities are incredibly demanding on the brain, requiring concentration, patience, and a constant refining of muscle memory. They keep neural pathways active and robust, promoting what's known as neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. When you consistently challenge your brain to perform these precise, coordinated movements, you're not just keeping your hands busy, you're actively preserving and enhancing areas of your brain responsible for attention, planning, and sensory processing. It's a vivid demonstration that the wiring between thought and action remains strong and clear. To maintain or even improve this, try taking up a new craft that involves fine manipulation or dusting off an old instrument. Even simple things like sorting small objects, assembling a jigsaw puzzle, or learning a new card game can provide excellent brain-body coordination workouts. It's proof that keeping your hands busy in a mindful way is a wonderful pathway to keeping your mind sharp. So, we've explored some truly remarkable skills that, when present in those over 75, shout out a message of exceptional mental sharpness. We talked about the incredible ability to still confidently navigate new places, building those internal mental maps without constant digital prompts, a true sign of robust spatial reasoning and memory. We looked at the inspiring capacity to embrace and learn new technologies, demonstrating a flexible and adaptable mind that thrives on new challenges rather than shying away. We delved into the power of complex problem-solving and critical thinking, showing how a sharp mind can untangle multi-layered situations whether it's managing finances or helping a loved one navigate tough decisions. And we highlighted the beauty of fluid conversation, a rich vocabulary, and effortless memory recall, proving that the brain's communication and information retrieval systems are still wonderfully vibrant. Finally, we touched on the often overlooked yet profound connection between maintaining precise fine motor skills and overall brain health, revealing how intricate hobbies keep the mind-body connection wonderfully strong. Remember, seeing these skills in someone isn't just about luck or genetics. It's often the result of a lifetime of curiosity, engagement, and a continuous willingness to challenge the mind and body. These aren't unattainable superpowers. They are cultivated abilities that show a brain that is still actively growing, adapting, and thriving. It's a powerful reminder that our minds, much like our bodies, benefit immensely from regular exercise and thoughtful engagement, small changes, consistent efforts. And a positive mindset can truly make an enormous difference in nurturing your cognitive vitality as you age. It's about staying curious, staying active, and staying connected to the world around you. Every time you try something new, every time you engage in a deep conversation, every time you challenge your mind to solve a problem, you're sending a powerful signal to your brain. Keep working, keep learning, keep thriving. I truly hope this has given you some food for thought and perhaps even a fresh perspective on what it means to be exceptionally sharp as we get older. What skills do you see in yourself or in people you admire that truly embody mental sharpness? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, so please share them with us. Your insights can be incredibly valuable to others in our community. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a big thumbs up. That really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this message. And if you haven't already, do consider subscribing to our channel. We're always here to bring you more practical advice, encouraging perspectives, and uplifting content designed to help you live your very best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Keep challenging yourself, keep growing, and most importantly, keep living your best life at every age.